I love you 20. Hello. Sylvian. Sylvian indeed. Another stream today. Very unexpected. Even for me. I said earlier today that no more games today. It's the last stream. I lied. I got a memo from Bleach around an hour ago, and we're having another match today, which is always welcomed, always down for more party games, and probably one of the most exciting matches for today. I'll explain in a second once I update some predictions, which are the things that I was gonna mention. And to wait for more people to join. Hello, Boots. I can. My class just started. Ah, rip. Well, you'll be able to watch the VOD later, so it's fine. Muted stream, yeah. Everyone say hi to Kenneth and hi to Ken, who might be watching the VOD later. Okay. Get wireless earbuds or something. True. So if Helix wants bleach right here, that would be cool. Yeah, that's one of the things that makes this match pretty interesting right now, because a lot of people seem to really believe in Helix, and thinking that they will win today, despite Helix never playing before and Bleach only being internet once very recently in the 2v2 with Bacon, and Bleach performing pretty good there. Although Helix did practice quite a bit and did a bunch of funny ones with Bacon. Everything is connected there. And yeah, and I don't know how much Bleach was practicing, so we'll see what will be out there. I think Bleach is the person with the lowest win count in the tournament. In the Dark Horse only one. And yet probably one of the tournament favorites in people's eyes, at least in my eyes. I could see Bleach being in the top positions at the end of there. So might have some sort of, I don't know if it's a story, it's a matchup between practice and talent, but it's definitely a matchup between Hypixel SAS players mostly. I know if Helix is like just Hypixel SAS, but I know that they have like a few thousand wins there, and I'm pretty sure Bleach does too. They're both coming mostly from that community, so that will be interesting to see. Wait, what? This is happening? It is happening. It sure is. Run, no one is waiting for Bleach in info reactions. What do you need for an RPG match, but I didn't think it'd be like now. Yeah, Bleach DM'd me like an hour ago and said, yeah, we're doing it. Let me actually invite our players here. Yo, gamers. Hello, hello. Do I have everything ready? I should have everything prepared. My setup is last minute. Love to see that. Gonna be the least scuff body in Switch. I'll allow it to NT. NT is very based. One of the coolest people I got to hang out with in this community. I don't know what to predict. I feel like I should change it. I have no idea who this favors. Yeah, that's one of the things with this tournament. It's very hard to predict, in my opinion. Also, sorry for my throat. I have no idea what is going on with it. It's just dying slowly for some reason now. Hopefully it's not gonna be a problem during stream. Let me drink some water before we go. Also, it's my fault, my bad. Yeah, SMH NT. There are so many jokes I can make. I don't know how many of them are appropriate for Twitch right now. Just if you know, you know. Bleach did not practice, we had him win. What if we were in a world where bot Cheetah plays fighting games every day? Guys, who do you think is the best fighting gamer with the same amount of hours put in the game? For example, let's say, like, I don't know, think of all of the mechanically skilled players and just give them all like 2000 hours of party games. Who is the best? And while you think about it, I'm gonna run an ad break before we start the match. So yeah, because I need to run ads occasionally, so they will not show up during the game. Well, it's 2000 hours of fighting itself. Yeah, it's like 12,000, honestly. Pick physio life is 2000 hours. Yeah, they are very like mechanically skilled, and they are on the well, they are with such little wins. Definitely possible to pick at some point. I don't know. I don't think if it's gonna happen, it's not gonna happen soon. Like, probably like at least in a year or two. Compared to people who are like you mentioned, at least even like Luna and Vax, I all seem to actually have like a very insane dedication and love to the game, which doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Maybe when L will have to go to like college or something. Maybe he will stop at that point, but he just consistently plays all the time, keeping the already insane level he's in at just not like not letting it go down. Full breath is not okay. It's gonna gain a buff from close and get even stronger, maybe. Depends. Alright. Start. Not yet. Alright. We're waiting for Bleach. Which game is auto? Nice. In college? I don't know, how old even is he? But I heard that he's like pretty young, isn't he? He's like, I don't know, 15, 16? So he should be like in school right now. Oh, Bleach. Eventually he will go to college and he will have almost no time to do anything and focus on real life like Cheetah. Or he will just have so much free time on his hand that he will become even stronger. 3 minutes? Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot Ken cannot hear me. I really hope Ken will watch the VOD. Just talking to him so much. Okay, Boots changed his prediction like 5 times. Well, 2 times, but if I don't exaggerate it, then it's not gonna seem like a big deal. Yes. Bro, why is everyone changing their prediction to Helix? Who's that? Who's that? Owls? I've never heard of them. I'm sorry if I'm supposed to know that person. UG. Is there IGN? Never mind, it's not anymore apparently. Link does not tell me who they are. Okay, let me add them to the list wall. Alright. Bruh. Okay, I'll add them later, bruh. Stop changing your predictions, dude. Okay. Bruh. That is very unfortunate timing. Wasn't it what happened like a bit ago too? Like during the like monthly attempts and stuff? Or Hypixel wins or something. And either way, we are starting finally. Sylvian indeed. Yeah, it just happens at the worst timings. That's man. Alright, here we go. Go SendBleach versus Helix. Second match of the day, second match of the tournament, and first for both of them in Body Games 21 tournaments. Let's see who will come out on top. The motherboard gave out, so oh, what the hell? That is not good. Cheetah Reagan started off with big fishing. Reason had the feeling that it will show up. I don't know why. Just predicting it. Let's see who will get an upper hand right off the bat. Someone just goes Helix, I don't like you. What the hell? Who's that? I really hope you're not getting sniped right now. That would be quite silly. Hey, Bleach starts off very strong right off the bat, getting a head start in pick fishing, being quite a bit ahead, and Helix is struggling to not just keep up with Bleach, but keep up with one of the randoms, being in third place right now. Pick fishing doesn't seem like that good of a game for Helix. They need to find answers to even finish in second place at this point. SendBleach seems to be so far ahead, so unreachable for Helix, that they just need to establish their lead over random, which Helix is successfully doing so far. It seems like the first round will be taken by Bleach here, with 1-star lead after round 1. Confident start for SendBleach. Let's go next. One more. Let's see. Like, this is what I have to deal with right now in Lomru, by the way. I have no idea what is going on. And the same shit in Trampoline, yeah. And how to fix it. It's just broken for me now. One of the random Party Games glitches. Let's hope that this doesn't happen for our participants and they're really able to move around and focus on the grass ahead of them. And this is a very close game. Usually always is. The players, and look how close both of them are, passing each other back to back each second or so. Helix though finds a better patch of grass while SendBleach gets a bit stuck, and Helix takes the pretty confident lead after that, getting over 20-30 points ahead of Bleach with not much time remaining. Helix giving up the good pace, still being ahead, and probably gonna be tying up the score after this round, and Helix does that. 5-5 after 2 rounds. Go next, Jigsaw Rush. See who is better and how fast this will finish. Who is that guy? Helix going pretty strong, though messing up. Bleach catching up, and Bleach finishes barely ahead of Helix. Ooh. How close was that Jigsaw Rush, damn. Also, I like when Jigsaw Rush is not as fast as it is, because I actually get to cast Jigsaw Rush. There was actually something to cast. Is it on 5 again? Bro, I need to... What the hell? Why am I only getting N5 during tournament matches? This is ridiculous. Someone go through all of the tournament votes and count how many times I got N5 during those, because this is ridiculous. Lab escape next round. There's still one random who just keeps hitting on Helix for no reason. See who will end up victorious in lab. Helix seems to be taking an early lead, but not too far ahead of Bleach, and Bleach actually passes Helix by quite a bit. Helix messes up, getting stuck on one of the blocks, and now they're the one who need to catch up, and Helix does catch up. They're on the same pace as Bleach now, being only a few frames ahead. Establishing the lead and trying to just keep it up, increasing it by a block at this point. Helix is up ahead with 20 blocks remaining, but Bleach can have an opportunity to catch up at any moment here. Helix needs to not mess up and just keep up the pace that they have. A very fast last 10 blocks, and Helix is about to finish and tie up the score once again. Very close game, 10-10, a perfect tie so far after first half of the game. Going straight into round 5, which will be another band game. Bro, we have only 3 band games this tournament. How did we get 2 out of 3 of them? I sort of get Fire Leapers at the end or something. This is ridiculous. This is quite silly. 3 band games, 7 repeats. No, please, don't do that to me. Welcome back, Boots. Helix, my god. Helix, the goat, indeed. How funny it would be if the top 3 of Party Games tournament will be Hypixel as players. Helix, Bleach, and Bacon. I guess think it can happen. Although I still probably shouldn't call Helix a Hypixel as player, since I don't really know if it's Helix's main game. I just know that Helix played it quite a bit. Pulse player, okay. That's not banned. And our participants got exact same sponsor as Noodly and Outcrit. And Helix with a pretty good first jump. That's of strong, but Bleach catches up. Both of them getting quite consistent. Never mind. 3 jumps. Helix seems to be more consistent with those, but Helix misses a jump, and now Bleach is up ahead by just 1 point. But in a game like Dive, this 1 point is very crucial. We'll bring up how Dive is a very ping-based game, yet look at how many mistakes our participants are making in this tournament already. Bleach is up ahead by 2, Helix missed again, and now Helix is fighting with the random to not get 3rd place here. Bleach will be taking the win here, and Helix securing the 2nd place. Bleach with the 21, and 1 star up after 5 rounds. Bombardment, round number 6. What the hell did I just do? See what will happen here. Helix, the Alstrad. So many, not so many, but like it's slowly spreading across people. First Nils, then Itamar, now Helix. I have started a domino effect that will soon reach all the parts of Party Games community. SendBleach is out so early! Before even all the randoms, and it's an insane opportunity for Helix to just gain an unexpected swing here. With all the randoms out, Helix getting a 3-0 sweep and bombardment. Well, how about that? More rounds for end of game 1, and Bleach, who was consistently being either tied or ahead for the whole game, is just suddenly 2 stars down with only 2 rounds remaining, with not so many options for him to try and bring it back. Not looking good so far. It's a duelist main, but in arcade, Hypixel is his main. Yeah, alright. He was getting that. This is rigged. Never mind. I didn't call down. No heals. Heals bombardment code. Honorary bombardment buccaneer. Next 3v3 team, Helix, Itamar and Swift. Friendship with very lonely tree is over. Helix is my new best friend. I'll be finally filled in. Hopefully we're not gonna get 7 repeats and 3 banned games. We have only 2 more rounds and trampoline. Fast and easy. Round number 7, where Bleach needs to pop off to have a chance in round 8, because if Helix gets 1 more win, they have a guaranteed at least tie here. Bleach getting the first booster, Helix getting booster number 2, but missing both of the very close +10s, and now Bleach is getting another +10 here. Helix collecting a bunch of yellow and green coins though, still keeping up, but being a bit behind still. Helix needing 5 more points, catching up to Bleach, but Bleach is another booster, getting closer to Helix as shooting range is the last round of game number 1. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, this is gonna be so interesting. With so many golden mobs spawned as well. Bleach getting +20 right off the bat, and a bunch of others getting stolen by a random. Helix is not even top 3 right now. They might not even have a tie here. If they don't catch up to random, they finally passing the random. There are 2 TNT in play. Who got the TNT? I think it's Helix and the TNT, and Helix wins! Helix wins by getting the TNT. What a close game. Holy shit. Damn. It seemed so... at one point it seemed so over for Helix, and that mess up, that mistaken bombardment seems to be the one that caused this result right now. What an insane starter. What an insane starter. Alright, let me do stuff really quickly. I wasn't worried at all, yeah. Okay. Before game number 2, I'm gonna run another ad break because I ran it way too early while we were waiting for Bleach. And pre-rolls are on once again, so sorry for that, but once again doing it so they will not come up with the game. And the game so far is very close, and I really don't want it to be interrupted, so very quick ad break and then we will come back. This one time well, getting black on roulette after it was red for the past 3 times before. Real. Yeah, what a good start, what a good game 1, and Helix starting off with a not very confident win, but still something that is very important for them. Let's see how it will play out, because it was as close as it can get. Both of them won 4 rounds and each, and only One of them was a sweep. Everything else was as close as you can imagine, especially the last shooting range. That was crazy. Okay, which is ready. It's muted, so let us go into the next round. Game number 2, Helix up by 1. They're at 2018 win in game number 1. Let's see what game 2 has in menu for us. Not that many players in party games today. We keep seeing like dead lobbies. Bring back the times when party games were averaging 500 players 100% of the time. And we'll flip as the starter of game number 2. A more no exploit and more slow-based start compared to the pretty fast and very speed-based game 1. Let's see who end up victorious in the more like tactical game or a game where you need a lot of concentration for long periods of times. If only exception last time being Bombardment, where we saw how it turned out for Bleach. Let's hope it doesn't happen again for them. There's like one random who is just exploiting that accidentally. I'm trying to pay attention to randoms, not accidentally doing exploit too. Because there were like a few cases in like early tournaments where random was just getting to the stealing some stars because of the exploits. We do not want that to happen. All the rules, specific rules that apply to tournament players, also apply for randoms in games, so Bleach is kind of not in a good spot, being forced to move around pretty quickly, and so does Helix. They both trying to strive towards position them up with more land. Helix seems to be in a more comfortable position, considering that Bleach's land is constantly getting stolen by a random who is finally out. There will be no big sweeps in this game. Only 2 of our participants remaining. Helix seems to be still in a slightly better position, but map is very swiftly running out. Bleach making a very long jump, but then being forced to jump in the void, and Helix signing off game number 2 peacefully this time, compared to the previous game. And another survival time-based game, Volcano, is here. Although a bit more fast-paced than Endless Cliff. Let's see if anything will be different this time. During the what ifs of to Redemption, Bacon kept bringing up that one volcano that Bleach fell at. Let's see if anything will be different here. Bleach kind of waiting for too long to jump to the last block, not even managing to do the jump and still winning, being slightly closer to the center and having slightly better block than Helix, and tying up the score here. Oh, Helix was getting the kill like in the first second. Holy shit, what is that? The fastest kill in RPG 16 world record? What the hell was that? SendBleach though, quickly catching up, tying up the score, both of them with 1 kill, and then the random tank with both of them, both Bleach and Helix were aiming at that guy, and the kill just got stolen there. I think I think Helix though in a pretty dangerous position being at 1 health, but thankfully for them, Bleach doesn't get the last hit there, and actually it's just a 4-way type with 2 randoms here. Bleach finally getting another kill and killing Helix right after that as well. Helix, who started off so strong with a very fast kill, is now kind of falling behind. Bleach with 4 kills, Helix with 2, and as well as random was there. Avalanche was the next round. Let me really quickly see what happened here. Okay, Helix with 2 kills, Genie with 2 kills, and KGB with 2 kills. Genie died twice, Helix died twice, KGB died twice. Okay, nice. Can I die, please? So Helix did tie for 2nd place here. Okay. Right? I'm not tripping or anything. Thank God Avalanche is next game, so I get to check everything, all the tiebreakers, before doing paying attention to something that is going on here. Yeah. Okay. Bleach is now once again back in the lead, but only by 1 star, and Avalanche might be a game where one of the players gets a pretty big upset on the other, pretty big swing with a good tagging, with a good movement. Let's see if it will be one of our participants or it's gonna be one of the randoms. Helix instantly turns around and just punches Bleach off, trying to not let him to go to the platform, and it pays off with Helix surviving and Bleach is out of the picture, and now there's 2 random that Helix needs to deal with. One of them is out, and it's a 1v1 for the 3 stars here. Helix is so far away from the platform and actually dying, only gaining 2 stars, but those 2 stars are enough to bring Bleach in the lead over bring Helix in the lead over Bleach just by 1 star, but it's still a lead. I don't know, that's most likely a party. Oh, you mean those people who joined at the same time? Doesn't seem to be that way so far, thankfully. The non-invis spectators on your client confused me. Oh wait, are your spectators like invis? I don't know, it's just a normal thing for me, so... Is it a 1.8 thing that they're invisible, or is it just your client specifically? Spectators are supposed to be invis? Well, I guess it's just a later version issue. They were never invis for me, so no. I want usually display this at 1.8. Never noticed that. Interesting. Shooting range was a very close game and a very important last time. Let's see how to play off this time. Once again, Bleach starting off strong with a +10 and 3 golden mobs being in play. One of them is gone by Helix, the other one by Bleach, but Helix getting +20 and being ahead of Bleach, who got the TNT and got +20, but still not being able to finish the win here. Getting another TNT and tying up the score back. Going into the game of pig fishing that wasn't so fortunate for Helix last time. Let's see if they can pull anything through this time. Starting off with better Real on the first pick than Bleach. And now Bleach is the one who makes a very considerable amount of mistakes, especially with the random on the white spawn who just keeps stealing the picks from each cycle. Bleach though finds his pace, his rhythm, and now getting a pretty significant lead on Helix, who once again struggles to even keep the lead over the random. Helix really needs to not lose a lot of stars in peak fishing with not that many rounds to possibly recover them if this happens. Yeah, Bleach is 10 picks in the lead with 20 seconds remaining. It is the most likely guaranteed win for Bleach here, with Helix somewhat establishing the top 2 spot, which means it's gonna all come down to the last 2 rounds. Bleach is only 1 ahead. 2 rounds left. Floor is lava as round number 7. Let's see who will be better at this one. On Helix! Messes up and misses the jump, getting stuck on the stone wall. Oh, that's not gonna be good if 2 randoms are still in play. Bleach basically securing the win here. That was very unfortunate. Okay. One more round to just wrap up the round number 2, but it is taken by Bleach already, won by 4 stars here. Who's ahead by 4 stars, and no matter what it will be, it's gonna be a win for Bleach. Let's see though. The last Jigsaw Rush. Quick and easy finisher. Helix this time being consistent, not messing anything up, and recovering some points at the end. Though still losing overall in game number 2. Let me put it in the spreadsheet really quickly. Yeah. And once again, a very close game with just one pretty unexpected swing. I mean, Helix also got a swing at Avalanche, with Bleach being a bit more consistent across the games. And the unfortunate mess up from Helix in Florida Lava, and a result which resulted in the 3-0 sweep, which is one of the things that you need to consider in Florida Lava always, which this game, especially on higher levels, doesn't require as much skill maybe as some of the favorite games, but because of that, every mistake is way more costly, as it will not take anything from randoms to take away your top 3 spots if you mess up, which makes this game quite easy but also quite dangerous because of that. Which is back. Let's see. Refi for game 3. Score is 1-1, and both of the players have achieved their victories in very close matchups. It doesn't seem like this game favors anyone so far, so let's see what happens next. Let's see what we will get in the next round. Game number 3. What the GG message. Nice. All the part of the script is not ready at all. True. Everything is scripted already, so you guys have to not worry. Let's see what we will start with. Game number 3 starts with another RPG 16, which was more favorable for Bleach last time, but Helix wasn't too far behind. It will happen. Helix spawns right next to the random. Bleach right next to the two randoms, but taking some hits on himself. Bleach getting the first kill out of our two participants. Helix kind of struggling with one of the randoms who actually stole their kill before Helix finally catching up to his opponent. But it's all so close so far, with Bleach getting a kill on Helix, and then killing a random right off the bat. A very massive Bleach getting the 4th kill right before getting killed by Helix, who proceeds to kill another random and then another one, tying up the score, both of them at 4, and Helix is just pulling up an insane comeback now, 1 kill ahead of Bleach. There are 2 randoms around them, they are all in the fight. Bleach trying to steal one of them, succeeding in doing so. Helix gets another one, and it's a fight between them which doesn't get to end, as it's both of them got the same amount of kills. I will check the kills, the deaths in a second, after this jungle jump where Helix starts off on top of the cobblestone wall and manages to get a good head hitter, but then falls in the hole, and now he is behind Bleach, who takes a pretty long route, but Helix messes up so much, letting Bleach get the win here. Okay, let me. Both of them died once, and both of them had 5 kills here. Yeah, so both of them died in that RPG. And now Bleach is only 1 ahead, and Frozen 4 has a pretty big one. Round number 3. A good opportunity for either Bleach to expand his lead or Helix to come back, and Helix already not in the best position but quickly recovering, and both him and Bleach are kinda in the middle of the map. Helix getting some good shots and Bleach almost dying, but surviving by literally smallest of margins and getting killed by a random right off the bat. It seemed like Bleach got lucky for a second there, surviving, but then an unlucky event happens, and Helix now in a position to get a 3-0 sweep, but he still needs to kill like 5 randoms. 2 of them are out almost instantly. Helix still doesn't have any guaranteed stars, so he needs to be careful, and he plays it out pretty carefully, letting randoms just deal with the situation themselves. Try not to aggravate any of them. Another one is out, and Helix just needs to finish the job here to get a significant boost to his stars, and Helix successfully does so, now being 2 in the lead of his opponent. Very well played. Volcano round number 4. He acted on God, indeed. 1 kills there, I'm pretty sure. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, wait, what? Huh. It says that it was death. It was tied. What the hell? Yeah, I'm just tripping apparently. What the hell? Yeah, never mind. I'm stupid then. Draw was for 30, yeah. I didn't notice the last kill. I was pretty sure they were tied. Let's see this volcano, which Helix also comes out victorious. I'm sorry for not really commenting it that much. Not casting too much, but just been preoccupied with whatever was going on in this game so far. And the last round was volcano. Okay. Yeah, and Helix is up by 4 stars right now. But Helix the RPG god, yeah. I was so sure that they had the same amount of kills. I have no idea how I missed that. I'm glad that chat is here. Thank you guys for noticing my mistake. A rare and threatening L31 mistake during the tournament. Hopefully it will not happen again. Avalanche as round number 5. Another big one, and now Bleach is in position to try and come back with it. Try and get a win. Big sweep on Helix. Take me, please. Thank you. Yeah, just check the footage back. I was just sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, not that smooth of a game so far for Bleach compared to the second round. Only winning jungle jump and then losing everything else, with Frozen Floor being a very big hit. Bleach has an opportunity here to bring it back, to turn it around with just one round once again, because game number 3 enters its end game. Not so many rounds left, and so does this Avalanche. The last round before PvP is on. Only 2 randoms to deal with. And Helix did a mistake! Running out very early! Helix! With Bleach just trying to sneakily kill some randoms right at the end. Not succeeding so far and just dying while being under platform. Average Avalanche moment. But still regaining some stars after Helix's mistake. Was too eager to run off in the distance after round 9 ends. And now Bleach recovered some good stars here, and the end game, the last 3 rounds, will be very close. Unless Bleach does the same mistake he did last time, he just needs to not mess up this bombardment and make it to the death wave where it's gonna be anyone's game. It's, in theory, it's all that easy to get to around 10, but I don't know, not so easy on practice. If us having 2 mistakes, having another mistake in bombardment, Bleach being only 2 behind, that is not the play that you need to do right now, giving Helix a very good opportunity to just finish it off with round 7, Floor is Lava. Bleach needs to win this one, and Helix is the one who needs to not do the same mistake, and both of them fell at the same time. What is going on? And Helix fails the same jump twice. What is this game? Bleach is on his way to get to the end, but only second place, with random finishing first, and Helix not getting in the top 3. And now with round 8, which, because of Bleach's mistake, which in bombardment it seemed like it was all over. And just if that Floor is Lava. There is still a chance, and I have no idea what will happen if we get like big Justin or something. Because that's like one of the only games that can save Bleach at this point, or cannon painting even. Someone mentioned in chat cannon painting earlier today. Is that the game that can give Bleach the win here? Or is Helix gonna keep his lead? Only 2 stars in between them. Last round, cannon painting. There is still hope for both of them, but the random is the one who is up ahead. Bleach finally passes him, and so does Helix, and all 3 of them are just changing back and forth on the leaderboard. It's just gonna be so close up until the very end in between all of them. Who is gonna win? Few seconds remaining, and it's Helix who keeps his win, not letting Bleach catch up and get an unexpected swing at the end. GG's. Damn. What a match. What a game we are watching today. Not just one by 2 stars. Damn. That was certainly one of the games of all time. How are we gonna walk out just before checkpoint? Okay. Before we continue, one more ad break, because people are once again on, and I don't want ads to interrupt this insane game we're watching. So quick 1 minute ad break and go back to the game number 4. Oh god. What a match. Helix up by 1 and needed just one more win or tie to secure the win here. This is crazy. Why is there the need to unban dive? People were all just gonna get max points and decided by pink. Why is there need to unban Flores Lava? No one's gonna fall and it's gonna be just pink. Why is there the need to unban Avalanche? No one's gonna die before round 10, so it's all just boring and RNG. All of those sentences being all proven wrong in just 2 games of the first round. Why you shouldn't ban Fire Leapers? I don't think I'm at that stage yet, but yeah. No one's gonna die before round 50. Only. Well, it's too late for that. It's too late for that. I'm not that crazy yet. You should have won that. I'm not sure about anything in my life anymore. Big fishing. Start of game number 4. Bleach 1, Helix 2, and game 4 might be decided here if Helix just gets a tie, though Big Fishing was a game that was pretty tough on Helix before, and it might be up. Game 4 might be starting with a pretty rocky game for Helix, who is once again fighting with the random for the second place with Bleach in the first, but not as confidently. Helix is still quite close to him right now. Let's see if we'll jump for 90 seconds. I mean, Fire Leapers might be in the pool of games for Halloween 1v1, so I would be more down to test it out in the mini 1v1 tournament, so we won't have potential 30 matchups with Fire Leapers, which is, to be fair, less likely people to mess up in. Although, like I said, that's what a bunch of people thought about the games that were unbanned, so... Oh, those two just insta left. They know what they're dealing with. Before even seeing the craziness of what shooting range will be with Bleach getting both of the golden mobs right off the bat. Helix only have to deal with regular mobs, and Bleach already just within the finish line getting absolutely insane run, demolishing Helix in here, forcing one more random to leave, and there is just only a few left for this bombardment and for the remaining of this round, which might be a good news for Bleach, who hopefully doesn't Hopefully gets top 2 in bombardment for once today. Or not, we'll see. Someone is macapped, I think, in bombardment. With the randoms. Let's see if it's gonna be proven as a superior strat. Helix is kinda getting in the way of Bleach. And Helix is the one to die first! Now, what the fuck? What is this game? What is going on in bombardments today? We got a 3-0 sweep from Helix, 3-1 sweep from Helix, and 3-0 sweep from Bleach. What the fuck? This is some ridiculous gaming going on right now. As a skateboard 3-2 Helix. Sure. That's actually pretty bad news for Helix because, like I said previously, not many randoms are in play here, so it's gonna be hard to do any big sweeps. Bleach getting one of the boosters but missing +10, finally hitting one of those, but still Helix is the one who's way closer to finishing, but Bleach catching up, not too fast though. Helix still ends up first in this trampoline, and Lab Escape is the next game here, which I think Helix also won last time, so there might be a possible comeback from Helix despite not that many opportunities for a swing. Helix starting off strong, keeping up the 1.5 block lead, but that's not the most significant one. A few small mistakes and Bleach is right on Helix's tail to catch up at any moment, but it doesn't seem to happen so far as Helix only improves his lead, now being 4 or 5 blocks ahead of Bleach. A way more smooth and consistent run from Helix in this Lab Escape with only 10 blocks remaining. Helix is approaching the final stretch to get another 1-star lead on Bleach, and he does so. 3 rounds remaining and 3 stars in between them. Even if those are not gonna be swing games, if Helix wins all of them, it's gonna be a game over for Bleach, because he can't even afford a tie here. He needs to keep his distance as big as possible between him and Bleach and Helix. And we'll split as next round. A round that Bleach also lost last time. Another one that he needs to redeem himself at. Not do any unfortunate mistakes. We are already hitting one of the most entertaining games just in the first round in Dark Horse. This is truly gonna be a tournament of all time. And I just missed watching 1v1s and tournaments in general. It seems like it wasn't too long since 2v2, but at the same time, it's been like almost 3 months now, actually. That PB hunt truly threw me off the loop with the times and the way I pursue the time. This is like watching 100 images. Don't say that. We are watching the future S tiers of party games grow here. They're all just such babies here. And he's making an early mistake in Endless with this time, which is not what I expected to happen. I was a bit focused on chat, and now Bleach is in a very comfortable spot, being 4 stars ahead, and Super Ship as the game that might give Helix an unexpected swing they're looking for. But they almost died to the random, playing a bit too slow there, which would be the game over at this point. It's round number 7, 4 stars in between them, and Helix needs to make sure that Bleach doesn't get too many stars here, being extremely aggressive and then just trying to jump, dying early, and this super ship is what seals the deal. We are going to see game number 5, as no matter what the round 7 and 8 will end with, it will be a 2-2 score going into the game number 5. What an insane match. What an insane match we're watching. SendBleach trying to finish it a bit faster, going more aggressive on the random, who is going to trap him near the wall, maybe causing the Bleach to jump, or not. Bleach just cutting off the random like that and getting a clean 3-0 sweep in super ship. Let's very quickly do last round and move on to the game number 5. And RTS is very likely coming back from like a 7-star deficit. It's actually more interesting than STLPG matches. I won't say it's more interesting. Both of them have their pros and cons. Felix messing up the first jump and dive. It's just always good to see a close match between like S teams, because they're like very good and consistent games, and you just watch and enjoy the gameplay of how good they are in the games. Like I feel like Carbon versus Nielsen in finals of winners bracket of last tournament, or Nil versus IL was like the perfect example of that. But in the games where people not as consistent, it's like they're interesting in their own way, because there's just so many unexpected things comparable to those S tier matchups happen that you don't usually see. Although those happen in the matchups between S tiers too, with me versus Sand probably being the funniest match of all time still. What were they fucking cooking during that? Okay. Bacon is best. Nice name. Felix winning the last dive. Bring the score to 21-15. Two score now. Let me really quickly check everything again. And yes, it's 2-2. Daily reward really quickly. Okay. Let's wait for Bleach to get ready, and then we are gonna jump into game number 5, the last game of today's matchup, and the one to decide it all. Okay. More hype when random things happen. Yeah, maybe. In different ways, yeah. I never saw that much. I need to go back and watch it. I don't think I put like the names of the matches in the VODs, but you can probably find like in the stream pink announcement what day it was. I think it was like one of the last days, because it was like last day is IO Cobb, a stream before that is Nils IL, a stream before me IL, and right before that is me Sand. Like it's like 4th last stream on FIFA Only One. It was funny as fuck because I was under practiced and drunk, and Sand was washed as fuck as well. Alright. Enough about the past, let's look at what it is in front of us right now with last round. And it starts with big jousting. What an explosive start. Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard in here in a second. Is Bleach gonna go for Helix? Bleach does, and they're engaging with one right off the bat, with Bleach getting slightly better shots and might be starting off game number 5 with a significant advantage here. With Bleach getting rid of all of the randoms and starting off game number 5 free all sweep, and this what the fuck, this free all sweep might be gone in an instant because of Avalanche. Avalanche, out of 9 games that we had today, got played like what, 6-7 times? It really wants to be here. It really wants to give us some interesting moments. Okay, guys, let's make a prediction. Can we go into shambles by tank here? Yellow notice person. Who is yellow notice? I just keep jumping to myself. Bleach or something. Then next open 1v1 tournament. I said it on one of the previous streams. It's gonna be this Dark Horse and probably a team tournament. Most likely 3v3, and after that it will be 6-1v1. I want to see Centers IL. Yeah, me too. Those are the only like S tiers that have not played with each other before, but I don't think it will happen soon since Cent kinda left 1v1s. Oh no! Bleach was in a good position there, but then got hit off by one of the randoms, and Helix is the one who recovers some stats there, but still losing to one of the randoms. Only recovering 2 with 2 rounds out. Bleach, insane 3-star lead, is now only down to 1. Although he might be looking to improve this lead further back with getting once again a very fast mob kill, golden mob kill in shooting range. And Helix kind of struggling behind, but getting the golden skeleton, and a TNT still in play, but I think Bleach is the one who got it. Yeah, catching up back to Helix, and he will be stealing those 2 TNTs as well. It's most likely a guaranteed win for Bleach here. He has so many TNT arrows, and Helix needs to just hope not to lose all this advantage over the randoms that he has right now. And Bleach improving his position by 1 more star here. Florislava, round number 4. Helix trying to do the run up. Seems like he messes up the timing a bit. None of them, never mind. I want to say none of them makes the mistake in the first part this time, but that is not correct whatsoever. And Helix getting a 3-0 Florislava sweep over Bleach in Florislava, and now this game is just, what is going on? 3-0, 0-2, 3-2, 0-3 so far. The Rampolinios, round number 5. Bleach getting the first boosted, but then not hitting any +10s again. Getting boosted second time, and still not any +10s. I think both still being close to Helix and getting finally +10. Bleach missed a lot of time there, and now with the only booster being so far out of the +10s, Helix will be finishing this one in the first place as well. With RPG round number 6, Helix 2 stars up. So close to the win, but still needing more. Needing 3 more games left for any possible solution here to what we have right now. Bleach is the first one out of our participants to get the kill, and then getting killed off by Helix, who has so many randoms to himself, but the random just getting so many kills instead! All fold in the first place with 3 kills! Which might be a big upset for either of our participants, who are both tied at 2 right now. Bleach killing Helix off, tying up with fold finally. Helix getting the kill too, and all of them are tied at 3 kills. Helix is up in the lead. Bleach getting killed by Fold! Oh, it might be over here already. Bleach catching up to both of them, and oh, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to tie break. Unless one of them gets the last second kill. No, they do not. Oh god. Animal Slaughter as the next round, which I'm probably not gonna be paying too much attention to. Try and calculate the deaths of each of them. Oh no, all of them are still on the screen, so it's fine. Yeah, all of them at 4 kills, and Bleach at 2 deaths, Fold at 2 deaths, and Helix at 2 deaths. So all of them tied for first, right? All of them get 3 points. This time I didn't mess up, right guys? Please look at this yourself and confirm it. While we have an also which still might steal the deal for Helix, who is up ahead by over 20 points. Just not make a mistake and Helix will have a guaranteed tie. Yeah, free. Yeah, Helix is so far in the lead over Bleach. That's a very impressive, and also their performance here, and 3 stars in between them, with last round being not Spider-Maze. Imagine Spider-Maze in the finale right now. One more round. Let me really quickly just once again I'm gonna check it all out. Yeah. Okay. And Helix just needs to get top 3 to secure the win. And Bleach needs to play all the party games gods for the swing game, which the only one remaining might be the Frozen 4 here. Because even if it doesn't give the win for Bleach, it will give the die and move the game into game 6. And the last round is Ho Ho Ho, which isn't a very big swing game, but it might be enough for Bleach. But only 2 randoms here, and one of them is AFK. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything is gonna happen here, especially with Helix stealing a bunch of land and just trapping Bleach and just securing the deal with this matchup and winning 3-2 in their very first game in the tournament. GG's. GG's. What a close game. What an insane and really good game we have watched. What was the right move through? The person with absolutely no experience moves on to the next round. GG's. GG's. Okay. Let me put it in the spreadsheet. I missed the animal slaughter here. but Helix was the one who won it, and 14-19 win for Helix in round number 1. GG's. What a tournament it is. Love to see the results like that, and Bleach will be playing in the losers bracket against either NT or Ship, and we have already a pretty interesting results in day number 1. Nuzi and Bleach 2, probably pretty more non-players, more like I don't know, a bit more favorites to win, already struggling in the very first round. Nuzi dropping a game against a new player, well, in the tournament's outfit, and so does Bleach, but not just one game, 3 games were dropped, and Bleach himself dropped to the losers bracket. It's still not over for him, of course. You might see an insane comeback from Bleach, but that will require Bleach to probably get a bit more practice, because although Bleach is not on a very good setup right now, so it's definitely also a factor that I don't know how much Bleach can do about it right now. So we'll see what will happen in the losers bracket, and it will be more so interesting to see who will Helix go up against and how they will perform there. GG's. Man, what a crazy match. 5-game matchup, and what a twist. Especially, dude, it started with a 3-0 for Bleach right off the bat, the game 5, I mean, and how everything just slowly fell apart from there. It seemed like it was over, but then it's never over until it's over in party games. We love to see that. Alright. that was a match that happened. Hope you guys liked it. I really enjoyed it. It's a very intense game, and I hope no unexpected games will happen anymore today. Well, they shouldn't. All the other games besides Sky and Liam are scheduled. With tomorrow we will be having Bacon versus Zomun and Swift versus CJ. Swift CJ start at 9 PM UTC. With I think Bacon and Zomun playing slightly after. So then on Sunday at 8:30 PM UTC, Itamar playing best spool, and a bit after NT versus Ship on that day. And Northern Sky and Liam will be playing, like I said, they have them scheduled, and D and Janko can only play on Friday next week, so there'll be a bit of a wait for the end of first round of winners bracket, but probably games from other rounds will be played in between, since like literally 90% of round 1 will be finished on this weekend, and I would assume some of the games and maybe even first eliminations from the losers bracket will be seen at the start of next week. So very exciting stuff. This is set up the bar for real. Gonna fuck up all the predictions and lose. Dude, if you and Bleach both end up in the losers bracket, I'm gonna cry. After the first round, I'm gonna cry. when I first thought of the Dark Horse only one tournament, I was like, if we're gonna host it, who most likely to win it? And I was like, my first, like, very first thought, I was like, probably we're gonna have like Bacon versus Bleach grand finals or something with the format of the tournament. 24 run on Sunday, I don't know yet. Oh damn. Wish you luck if you decide to go through with it. Maybe second Sylvan fan or Dreckerton coming? Hans, have you ever transferred arcade coins? No, I never bothered doing anything with coins. I don't really care about anything on Hypixel other than party games, so... The only time I spent arcade coins was when they just added cosmetics to arcade, and I just to buy like rainbow cosmetic for the trail because haha gay, and buy the random particle effect for the balls and rods because I love RNG. That's it. I don't think I did anything else with coins ever. Before or after, will you commit on stream to transferring your coins to Quake? Never. As you're not too busy, could you check my AP submissions? No worries if you can't. I saw them, it's just like, I think you uploaded them on Streamable, which I cannot access. It's banned in Russia for some reason, so... oh, this is one of those submissions, so I need to ask Niels to verify it. I think other IP verifiers are dead. Not that me or Niels are very active, because I remember picking AP verifiers like a few days ago because I was like, yo, we should do an update, and here's some of my ideas, and Niels is the only one who responded, and I was like, okay, understandable. Understandable. Yeah. Either way, I will be going now. Thank you all guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream and the match. Very intense start to the tournament. I will see you tomorrow at around 9 p.m. UTC for 2 more games. DJ and Swift versus and DJ versus Swift and Bacon versus Zomun. It's going to be hopefully as interesting at least as the first day. But right now I will be departing. Thank you guys for joining, for watching. See you tomorrow. This time for certain. Alright, bye guys. I love you all.